Welcome to Tropics Watch. I'm meteorologist Jonathan Kegas with News 6 in Orlando. We are pinpointing the tropics all season long. Each week you'll find at least one new episode here as we go through the Atlantic Basin and look at anything that's interesting out there. And we'll bring it to you through the season long. So if you like this channel, don't forget to give it a like and a subscribe for you. Again, this is meteorologist Jonathan Kegas. We are based out of WKMG in Orlando. New on June 5th, Tropical Storm Alex. This one got a lot of buzz over the past few days after being labeled as a potential tropical cyclone. That basically just meant that it had the potential to become a tropical system. It fought a lot of wind shear. It was very unorganized. And finally, on Sunday morning on June 5th, it became a tropical system. Now, already it does not look to be very, very organized. Again, it's dealing with more wind shear as it works its way to Bermuda. Right now, it is a 50-mile-per-hour tropical system, again, as of the morning of June 5th. There is the 8 o'clock advisory officially there. The track, expecting it to intensify through the early afternoon, at least pick up its wind speed as it approaches Bermuda, a strong tropical storm, even with winds of 60 miles an hour as it closes in on the island. Nonetheless, this is going to be moving away from the United States, bringing the only impacts left going to be toward the Atlantic coastline with some strong winds or some strong waves, some big waves, and rip currents. Again, all the wind action is moving toward Bermuda. Already, again, as you take a closer look at this system, it is not as organized as it once was earlier this morning. Hurricane Hunter aircraft again going in there early on the 5th and finding it had a well-defined center. Now it looks like the center is not well-defined already. All the thunderstorm activity blowing off to the east. And this is looking more like what we call a baroclinic type system, as it's trying to get a difference in temperatures, finding its energy from that rather than its tropical self already. And you can tell that by some of the drier air already beginning to wrap into the system. You see that orange color there. There, of course, is what is still Tropical Storm Alex, the brighter purples and oranges there representing some of the moisture in the mid-levels of the atmosphere from the thunderstorms with it. But again, already starting to take on a shape that is not tropical in nature. So we'll be anxious to see how long this thing can actually live as an official tropical system. But nonetheless, it is still out there. Main impact, again, is really going to be for the fish over the next 24 hours, but then it's going to push its way toward Bermuda. Look at the wave heights here. So it is going to crank up some big-time waves for the island of Bermuda. You see in orange there, those are 12 to 18-foot waves just to the north and then eventually to the east of the island. In yellow there, close by, more like 9 to 12-foot waves, and then again breaking at about 3 to 6 feet closer to the island itself. So some big-time waves coming for the island of Bermuda over the next few days. Wide view of the Atlantic Basin beyond Tropical Storm Alex on Sunday, June 5th. No new development is expected in the Atlantic. We are nice and quiet. Show you the wide view here. And again, hardly any cloud cover out in the main development region, which is in between the Cabo Verde Islands right over here and then Puerto Rico right over through here. That's what we call the main development region. And that's to be expected this time of the year. We don't really look for that to light up with tropical development until we get into the June months, or I should say the late July, and then especially as you get into August and September, that's when we really crank out those bigger systems, or at least those longer-lived systems that make that big trek across the entirety of the Atlantic. So beyond what was, or what is still is Tropical Storm Alex, but the nasty weather that it brought to South Florida over the past couple of days, that is moving toward Bermuda, and then we will quiet things down what looks to be for a little bit. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, this is Tropics Watch. We will bring you an episode or a video here at least once a week, or as warranted if there are some things out there. So again, if you like this content, just make sure you hit like and subscribe to the News 6 channel, and we will see you guys soon.